Should you bounce your squats, or should every squat you do be slow and controlled? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Coach Brian from Big Ben Strength, and in this video, I'm gonna outline the differences, pros, and cons of bounce squats versus no bounce squats for Olympic weightlifters. Now, squats are a critical part of any weightlifter's program, and understanding these variations and when to use them can significantly impact your training. Let's start with defining the two squat variations. A bounce squat utilizes the stretch reflex at the bottom of the squat, which allows the lifter to rebound out of the squat quicker. On the other hand, a no bounce squat emphasizes controlled movement throughout the entirety of the squat, with no rebound at the bottom. To be clear, this is not a pause squat, which would involve a full stop at the bottom and has different benefits than slow squats do. Now, there are a few key differences between these types of squats, including speed, stretch reflex, and stability. Bounce squats allow for a faster movement, which is imperative for weightlifters, as our training requires us to be both strong and fast. However, slow squats are useful for building a base to add speed onto later. Essentially, learning how to move slow makes it easier for you to learn how to move fast to a certain degree. Bounce squats also rely on the stretch reflex, which can help build explosive power and has a high carryover to the clean, in which riding the bounce is a necessity to make cleans feel much easier. No bounce squats, however, will likely build more muscle in the legs, as the time under tension on the muscle at the most stretch point is higher. Bounce squats also require more core control to maintain stability, whereas no bounce squats inherently promote stability through their controlled nature. Now let's go ahead and dive into the pros and cons of each variation. The main pros for bounce squats are improved lifting speed, which is absolutely a necessity for weightlifters, enhanced explosive power, which is what Olympic weightlifting is, and better carryover to the Olympic lifts for your training. Now, some downsides to bounce squats for weightlifters. One is that they require more core control and stability. So for newer lifters who may not have that core control yet, the bounce squat may be a little bit challenging to get the main benefits out of. There's also a higher likelihood of technique breakdown because of the bounce, causing the chest to fall forward most often. Some pros for the no bounce squat include greater muscle development in the legs. Going slower and having more control at the most stretch point is going to help build you a little bit more muscle. No bounce squats will also have a higher amount of stability and core control, making it great for lifters who need to improve their core control or for newer lifters. Some downsides to no bounce squats are that it's a slower movement, so we're not training the speed element that most weightlifters need. So if somebody may be coming from a powerlifting background or a bodybuilding background, slow squats may not actually help them get better at their Olympic lifts. Whereas somebody who comes from a fast twitch or sprint style background may actually benefit more from these slower squats. Another downside is that they may not have as much direct carryover to the Olympic lifts. So which should you focus on? I recommend doing most of your squat training with a bounce, as it will help develop the speed and stretch reflex qualities that a weightlifter needs. However, I would recommend taking one 4-week cycle every 12 to 16 weeks to focus on developing strength with the no bounce squat. Certain populations, like taller athletes with a low body fat percentage, seem to benefit from training no bounce more often in the year. Now, this training is likely best done further from testing a 1 rep max, as I found this works great during the volume phase of strength work. An example workout that you could use from my Ollie Strong team is to first start with building up to a heavy triple on the squat with no bounce, then drop setting to about 60 to 70% of that top triple for 3 sets of 10 reps, still with no bounce. Give this a try for 4 weeks and aim to add 5 to 10 pounds to both your top set of 3 and your drop sets of 10 every week. And you should see improvements in muscle development in the legs, as well as more core control. Now that's everything for this video. If you found this helpful, please make sure to like this video and send it to somebody who could benefit from it. If you haven't yet, make sure to check out my coaching and programs for as little as $19 a month in the description below. Otherwise, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.